I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I don't think that I could live no other way. Truth be told, I'm living now on an A. Now I seen them blessings in the modern day. The Lord I serve, He give them to me every day. I'm forgiving, I'm forgiving. See, I done been forgiven, now I'm living. And when I say I love, I mean it. Cause none of this be nothing if He coming on this and shout. I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you? I love God. You don't love God? What's wrong with you?
Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him. Love him, I love him, I love him. Love him, I love him, I love him. Love him, 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 I love him.
You ain't got the money moving by yourself. And you know you did it with a lot of air. You know it's only one, it ain't nobody else. You got me talking strong and I ain't rich, I'm talking well. See, I'm forgiving, I'm forgiving. See, I done been forgiven, now I'm living. And when I say I love, I mean it. Cause none of this be nothing if He coming on this and shout. I love God. You don't love God.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Most definitely, man. I love Yah. I love Yah. What's wrong with you? Oh, yes, sir. Shalom, family. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace and greetings. How y'all doing out there? Welcome into another exciting broadcast or another episode right here of the Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. Most definitely. We're in this house right here, man, trying to come in this house to keep continuing to do what we have to do to get the people back on track and trying to get the people back on righteousness, because that's the mission right here, the main mission of Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. I'm studying, y'all. I mean, like Moses, man. I can't get it out here. Getting my speech impediment. I know y'all still see it right there. Liberation Tabernacle Ministries. It's what this show was actually. This ministry was actually entitled at one particular time. I still have my shirt, Liberation Tabernacle of Ministries, and also my coffee cups. Y'all, I'll spend all my money on this stuff here. Hey, I got to keep it. It's still all praises. All praises due. Y'all see my hat, man. Y'all like this here? Like this here, the tetragrammaton and then not the tetragrammaton, but my bad, but the of the Hebrew, and it says praise ye Yahweh. Yeah, praise ye Yah, man. All praise to forever, man. Yes, sir. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. Tonight, my brothers and sisters, I want to come in the house right here. Hey, I got a show tonight lined up for you. Just want to have a conversation with you tonight. Want to talk to you, man. Yes, got a serious question. I mean, serious topic. Just want to touch on it. I'm not. I pray most. I don't be in here too long tonight. But I just want to share something with you, sisters and brothers. Just want tonight. I want to talk about tonight right here on Liberation Tabernacle Ministry of Yah. How so-called black people seem to be acting out Hosea 4:6. Yes, most definitely, y'all. How so can I use this word so-called because we know that we are not so-called as a people black, like this hat here would be black. So I have to use this because I know a lot of people don't like those terminologies, the word black. So, that's why I'm just going with it right there. So what are you talking about, Brother Ariel? Oh, those of you who don't know, I forgot to introduce myself. My bad, y'all. Where's my manners? Where's my manners? I am the elder, the Moray, Brother Ariel Yahawada Yashala. Yes, Ariel Yahawada Yashala. Yes, that Yahawada is what you would say, and it's the Paleo, what we would say in Elisha Kadash, what you would have Judah. And Yashala would be Israel or Yisrael. Y'all got it? So that Yahawada would be Judah. Y'all say Judah or Yahuda. It's just the Paleo or Elisha Kadash. It's Yahuda. Yahuda and Yashala. So I got it right. Y'all got it. Judah and Israel. Arya, yes, the line of Judah, Israel. But yes, sir. Tonight, I'd actually want to get into this, man, because it's some things here that brought about this particular subject matter, and why I want to get into this tonight. And I've been on other broadcast that I was hosting, and I basically shut that one down. So I ain't gonna get into that tonight. But on on Culture Freedom Radio Network, I did a show a couple of weeks ago, and I was talking about the desperate need for discipline in the Black community. The desperate need for discipline in the Black community. Oh, it most definitely is, my brothers and sisters. It most definitely is a desperate need for discipline in the Black community. And it seemed to be that so-called Black folks don't want to be disciplined, man. We don't want any discipline in our lives. So tonight I just really get into this Hosea 4 and 6, and a lot of y'all know Hosea 4 and 6, but some of y'all will just read some of it and cut some off. We're going to read a little bit more tonight. We're not going to get to the part everybody like to quote and stop. We're going to go on a little bit. We're not saying here there's a lot of people. Let me read it, for example. Let me pull up let me share it. Let me share it right here. So I like to show y'all, man. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Those of you who will be listening to this show later on, y'all can start coming over here, man, to the talkshoe.com. And you can catch the archives, because like to show you, I'm just like to record it actually now because I'm live, but you can come in the studio when I'm on live, and you can hit the studio button. You see the little green button said join online studio. You can come on in the studio and watch the show live, and you can see the online presentation that I show, because I'm like right now I'm screen sharing. But I know a lot of you who will catch the shows, whether you catch it right there on iHeartRadio, you catch it on TuneIn Radio, and those other distributing sites, you only getting the audio. So, but right here on talkshoe.com, where you come to talkshoe.com and look for Liberation Tabernacle of Yah, and you go to that page, when you come back into the archives, when you come in the archive, you click on that player to play it, it will play you the video. Yes, even in the archive, you can watch the video. So this most definitely you want to do that. So, but I appreciate you, however you tune in to the show. I greatly do appreciate you. All praise to the Most High for that. But let's go here. I got it on the screen. I got my screen share going here. Now, this is Hosea 4 and 6. Now, this is one of the famous ones that a lot of people like to quote sometime. Now, they say this one right here. They just say, let me give y'all what they usually say and stop. It says, my people have perished. Now, wait a minute. Let me go back. Now, this one here is not the King James. This is right here is called the scriptures. Y'all said the scriptures. Now, let me give it to you in the King James. Because I know a lot of people love that King James. And I could tell y'all, I studied different versions. No problem with that. Study different versions. Well, let's give it to you. Let's get King James right fast. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because they have rejected knowledge. But they don't get y'all that right there. They don't get y'all that. I'm going to get where you stop it. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. When you try to talk to somebody and they seem to be that they don't want to listen to what you have to say, and they want to they don't want to listen. So our people mostly just quote that right there. See, that's why our people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. Or our people seem to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And they lead it right there. But they never go on to say the other part. Yes, we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, but it's a reason why. And let's proceed to go on and see why. It says, because thou hast rejected the knowledge. That's why we're being destroyed for the lack of, because it ain't, and like I said, sisters and brothers, those on Culture Freedom Radio know I say it all the time. I've been saying it for a long time. It's not that anybody hasn't came and presented you the knowledge. It's just that a lot of times that people come to you and they present you with some knowledge. They present information to you. It's just that you seem to tend to and want to reject it. You don't want to acknowledge it. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to accept what's being presented to you, even though it could be facts. Without a doubt, people are showing you, trying to prove to you, giving you documents and all type of stuff, videos and everything, but you just don't want to hear it. You just don't want to hear it because y'all know why? It don't fit your narrative. So, hey, I don't want to hear that. So you reject it. So again, like it says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And I'm going to read just a little bit more here, if y'all don't mind here. It says, I will reject thee. I will reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thou God, I will also forget the children. And I'm going to touch on some things right there with that one. But the point tonight here is that I'm going to lead it up here a little bit, family. Our people seem to be living here, like acting out Hosea. Let me take this off screen share and I'll just read it, but I'll come back to this in a minute. And I said our people seem to be acting out Hosea, right? Seem to be acting out Hosea. Did I stop the screen share? Okay, there we go. It's that right now, and I go into, we in a political season a little bit, right? We're in a political season, and I've heard something just the other day, and it's still all going to relate, y'all. This is really just not somewhat of a all Bible study, but just some talk that I just want to present something to us now. Now, and I'm going to say this. You know, y'all hear a lot of talk before I get in. You hear a lot of talk that's saying that from those who say, yeah, it's so-called black people, or they call the Hebrew Israelite community. They're saying it all over YouTube and everywhere, saying, yeah, we are the Israelites, and we the true children of Israel, and this, that, and other. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. If nothing else, I'm gonna tell y'all how we really do fit, man. We really do fit those scriptures. We really do fit the people of the scriptures. Yeah, and I'm not talking about on, because there's some reason why. Number one, I got Hosea. Hosea's not going to be on the scripture I'm gonna give y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all why I say that. We seem to fit it, man, most definitely, because y'all know Deuteronomy 28, that whole thing 28 about the curses. And why we were so-called cursed, and it said that we were scattered and all of this. Y'all hear a lot of the brothers teaching, because they don't never really get into and tell y'all why that we was in bondage too much. They don't really get into that and tell you why, because we were hard-headed. Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all know we are hard-headed people. I know some people are not going to like this here, what I'm going to say tonight, and probably saying what I'm saying right now, because but it's true. We are a hard-headed, stiff-necked people, and the scripture is going to say this about the children of Israel. So, hey, look, if don't nobody else fit it because of any other reason, we fit this, y'all. We fit some of these scriptures here about being hard-headed, stiff-necked, and stiff-necked, and rebellion. Excuse me, y'all. I can't even hardly talk. I ain't too long got in from work. Been a long day, but all praise to the Most High, y'all. Hallelujah. I'm up in here. So, but anyway, so we're in this political climate right now. We seem to be in this political season of politics, and we seem to have a multiple choice of who we're going to vote for. Now you have these other particular parties out here, the independent and the green and the yellow and the other parties, but nobody never really mentioned those. You can vote for them, but y'all already know they're not going to weigh up enough. No, it always be the two major parties that always be the ones you got to vote for. And I'm getting into this, y'all. I know it's supposed to be a scripture show or whatnot, but it's going to be relevant. It's going to be relevant. So I was listening to a show, and they was talking about voting and Joe Biden, and a brother, the host of the show, black radio station here, all black radio station, right? He was asking the question, why do the people, and he like I said, he just wasn't being biased. He was just asking the question. He'd say, like he said, I don't have a dog in this hunt. So, but he was asking the question, why do you really want, those of you who want Trump out of office, what is it that you want him out of office so bad for? And those of you who want Joe Biden in office, what did you want him in the office so bad for? A lot of people still could never say what was the reason. They really, 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 on a political level or laws that Trump have done, really, to say that why he's really done a bad job. They say he done a bad job. He's not good for America, but they never will give you the real reason they're saying that he's not good. They hadn't given you a policy. They haven't given you something, a procedure to say they have messed up on why he don't deserve that job. They're just say all this coronavirus, but hell, if it was going to come, it was going to come. Like some Hebrew Israelites or some people will say, hey, man, there's just a plague that the Most High allowed to come in. I ain't going to too much disagree with that. But anyway, then he was showing the clip, and he was playing a clip actually because it was on the radio about talking about how Joe Biden, was when can't remember he's running for president, but he said he's running for Senate and stuff like this. So, but anyway, so a lady called in a little bit right after that, and she said, "Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't care if Joe Biden was in the middle of a press conference and went to sleep, and we just want Trump out of office. We don't care who it is. We just want him up out of there." Now, I'm getting into the right. I'm saying, like, is this people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they reject it. Now, there's a lot of information. She said she don't care about what nobody have been saying about Joe Biden. She don't care. Now, all of this stuff that right now that's happening in the streets and people hollering about injustice from the justice system that is happening with black people. We can't get no justice or no peace. So they're saying that when our black brothers get shot down in the street, the justice system would not prosecute the people, the police, and all of this stuff because of the justice system. Now they say it's crooked, right? But Joe Biden had a hand in a policy and law that hurt black folk. I'm gonna y'all. I'm down here in the South, y'all. I'm talking like country right here. I got to act like I got me a little Southern Baptist in me, y'all. He hurt a lot of black people with a lot of his policies, the crime bill. But you know what? Black people don't want to hear. They reject that now. They reject all the racial notion and all the indications that's been brought out and information about Joe Biden being racist. And only want to go and say, well, Donald Trump is being racist, but Joe Biden has the track record. There was some stuff that Glenn Beck pulled out the other day, and he was showing history, the genealogy, and it was showing how Joe Biden family owned slaves. And y'all know Joe Biden, his whole 47 years, he been in the office and stuff like that, in office in politics. And there was some parts of doing the civil rights movement. He agreed with a lot of the segregationists, George Wallace and all of them people right there, doing the civil rights. The civil rights movement. He didn't want integration, but black folks don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear it. They've been told that Donald Trump is the racist when it's obviously been shown. It's clearly been shown, but all the evidence has been put on the table, that Joe Biden is the one who's been racist too, but they don't want to hear that. They said Joe Biden is the nicest one out of all of them. Now, it don't matter now that you say that both of them are slave masters. Well, it don't matter. It don't matter. Well, we just want Master Biden instead of Master Clinton. Excuse me, y'all. Hell, they wanted Master Clinton, Hillary too. They just want Master Biden because he's less, as they would say, vicious or less low down than Donald Trump, Master Trump. That's what they might as well be saying, y'all, because with the policies that Biden is, and he's a segregation, he's been straight out racist. Oh man, his running mate, what's her name? Kamala Harris even said it when she was running, that he was racist. But black folk don't want to hear that. So my thing again, sister brother, says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they reject it. We are going to be destroyed. Our people, we are staying in the situations that we're in and having situations that keep continuing to happen to us, because when people try to bring you and bring things to your mind and try to show you something, you want to reject it. Because like, even when you say anything like black people up on this Democratic Party ticket, like I said, what they call it, the Democratic plantation, when you say anything about the Democrats, they will shut you down. They don't want to hear it. They will shut you down. Don't want to hear nothing about it. So they reject the knowledge. They reject the information that come to them. And I jump off the politics a little bit. So other things that I've been trying to do is show, like I said, there need to be a desperate need for discipline in the black community. And even with that show I've done, there was some shows that I did that was probably dealing with politics and some other stuff, right? And this it ain't about we're really about this thing here. It's not so much about numbers because I don't get paid for these shows, y'all. It's everything is free. I don't get paid for none of these shows. But when I looked at the numbers of that particular show, the desperate need for discipline in the black community with all of this crime and all of this violence that is happening. I'm not talking about police beating us down. I'm not talking about the Klan beating us down. I'm talking about so-called black on black crime. And I know the FCC, come on, man. Y'all always want to get on that stuff about black on black crime. Well, damn, excuse me, y'all. Is that not important? On black people, young, listen, I told another show, a young 12-year-old girl got shot about maybe a month ago or so. I don't even know if they ever caught the person who did it. She got killed, 12 years old. The day before yesterday, a 15-year-old brother just got killed for trying to he was trying to say I thought they said carjacking at first, but they said, but trying to break in somebody's car and steal something out of that person's car. Now, the person who shot the brother was 15 years old. He was running away. Now, the brother who shot him is in the wrong. When I say he was in the wrong, because the young brother was running away and he chased him down and he shot him. Now, that's wrong. Now, I'm not going to get into the laws and all of that dealing with that because, as gun owners, you need to learn the laws. It's one thing to have a gun, but you need to learn your legal rights of how you can operate and the things you should do in that gun. Now, that was wrong. Even though the young brother tried to break in his car, but he was running and fleeing. He shouldn't have shot the brother and killed him, especially when he's fleeing, especially when he didn't pose a threat. But that's a whole nother show because he's fleeing. So a 15-year-old brother dead. That's the point, though, because he's out here was doing something really he didn't have no business. But see, that's the thing. A lot of our young brothers, and he's not. It was a 16-year-old about 2 months ago that got killed. That was out here carjacking. See, our young babies are dying out here. Young brothers and sisters, they're on these drugs and things of this nature. There's some other stuff happening that I can't get into. Our young teenagers are out here wild, young brothers and sisters. They're on these drugs, heroin, meth, all of this dope. They're out here on these drugs. But nobody want to address these things that is happening. When you try to bring this up about black, we don't want to hear that. And I had somebody to even kind of tell me that. But let me get this here right fast. Let me pull this out. Let me screen share. I want to show y'all the scripture what say. See, because nobody want to address these type of things, right? Because like I said, we have rejected the knowledge. Remember, we have rejected the knowledge. Even if it came to us, we have rejected it. But look, I'm gonna point right here. I don't know if y'all can see that pointer right there. But one thing it said, I will reject you as my priest. But it said, I will also forget thou children, right? So our children are out here, seem to be out here wilding out, as the television show says, with Nick Cannon, and they're wilding out, right? Because there's a lot of information and a lot of things that we are rejecting. I don't want to hear nothing about no God. I don't want to hear nothing about no Most High. I don't want to hear all that Bible talk. I don't want to hear nothing about no sin. I don't want to hear nothing about obeying the law. I don't want to hear nothing about no commandments or nothing. Look at here, leave me alone, man. Let me smoke my blunt. Let me, man, go out here and chase women. Let me go out here and do what I want to do, man. I ain't forget all that, bro. I'm paper chasing. Huh? And when your children are getting slaughtered, your children out here are doing wrong, all types of sin and causing all kind of mischief in the land. And also let's look at Hosea 4:7 right fast. It says, as they increase, right? They sin against me. As we multiply, as we be fruitful and multiply as a black people, the same ones who are rejecting and doing as we want to do, as Aleister Crowley told them to do as thou wilt, but we are increasing. As the more we increase, Hosea says right here, it says, so they sin against me. Therefore, I will change their glory into shame. See, the more and more we increase, we're doing what the Most High said. We're being fruitful, we're multiplying though, right? But we're not giving instructions to our babies. No, I'm not talking about everybody, because we got some parents who are instilling values and things into their children's lives. But it seemed to be that more and more we are sinning. We are getting into life of sin by robbing, stealing. Y'all know who those who believe. I know when I'm talking to you on the tabernacle. I assume that a lot of y'all study the scriptures. Y'all study the Torah, whether it's the whole one, or y'all just some like me that study the Tanakh. That's what they call the Old Testament. Some of y'all probably just into the new. Some of you might just study the whole thing. Well, however, I understand that some of y'all study the Bible. That's where I'm at, right? That's where we at, because y'all in the tabernacle. You're in the tabernacle. So here, so they're sinning more and more. You look out in society, man. They going. Our sisters out here half nude, and you might as well say nude all in these videos. What was Megan Thee Stallion them? I told y'all, man, on the last show they got a video out where they supposed to be voting. They got some black women out there on the stripper pole, half naked. Y'all know, with the little strings in their backside, as Farrakhan would say, and it got an ad talking about vote, huh? Naked vote, enticement. But more and more, as we're seeing our people living a sinful life. The more we increase, the more we are living in a sinful life. The Most High said that, man, because He gave us instruction, He gave us the wisdom. But He said, man, hey, look here. Since y'all don't want to hear me, since y'all don't want to listen to my prophets, y'all don't want to listen to the messenger who's have came to give y'all the word. Hey, man, look, since y'all don't want to listen, I will increase y'all glory into shame. Huh? I will increase your glory into shame. And that's just what's happening, man. It says, let's drop down to 8 right fast, sisters and brothers. It says, they eat up the sins of my people, and they set their heart on their iniquities. It's just like, for real, man. Let me get Proverbs. Let me hold it right there. 4 and 8. It's just like, man, like we're saying, they seek to wake up to do wicked. Now we go to Proverbs. Y'all know I love to read this one right here. It's a bad thing, but I love to read it because it's wisdom. Now, Hosea, we're gonna hold it right there because we want to look at that part. They set their heart on their iniquity, their sin. So just like we go to the book of Proverbs, 4 and 14, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not into the ways of the evil men. 15, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep. Yeah, here we go, right here. 16, 4 and 16 of Proverbs. It says, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Right there. Let's go back to Hosea 4 and 8. And it says, they eat up the sins of my people. They set their hearts on iniquity. They have set their heart on doing wrong. They set their heart on going out here in these streets, living a foul life, a sinful life. So, man, they don't want to. People don't want to hear what you got to tell. Let me take this screen share off. Let me take this screen share off right fast. Let me stop the screen share and come on back in here and look at y'all right fast. Let me share. Let me see. Now, check this out, sisters and brothers. I was talking to a brother the other day when I was just sharing some information, and I was talking to him about how I when I was doing that show about the desperate need for discipline in the Black community. And I was telling him about, and I was just saying, it's a shame. And when all of these things are happening, the mothers are crying and sad. The fathers are sad about what's happening to their young children that's out here in this senseless violence, who are getting killed just by innocent bystanders shooting at somebody else, and the fool don't shot somebody else, like the little 12-year-old girl that was here. And just things like that, man. People heart are grieving because of this senseless violence. Some people are sick of this stuff. And I was just talking about, man, it seemed to be that when you have programs or shows where we're trying to address these problems to make our people more aware of it. And a lot of people are aware, but we try to talk about this so we can come up with solutions and do something about it. And it's just not talk about it, but do something about it, right? And I was saying it's sad that nobody in the Black community really, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to talk about it. And I mentioned something to him even about that. I said, we know, just like when, and I mentioned what I was trying to do. And I mentioned about Candace Owens. I said, see, that's why a lot of people don't like Candace Owens, because she bring up a lot of this stuff about parent fathers are not being in the homes and things of this nature. And I said, she bring up these type of things. He's like, well, see, man, see somebody like that. See, people, this is what he said. We get tired of people trying to tell us, always trying to tell us about something about what we're doing wrong in our life. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear nobody be calling trying to tell us what's wrong in our lives or what we doing wrong. We get tired of people. And see, that's the point. That's the point right there. That's the problem right there. See, you don't want this thing they call constructive criticism. But now this is supposed to be a person who go to church, right? Why are you sitting up in the church then? Because y'all remember back in the days, right, when they had the churches, you just go in there, man, they had that fire and brimstone preaching. Y'all remember that? Oh boy, you was scared to do something wrong, boy. You just knew you were gonna go to hell. Rev them preached that fire and brimstone, boy. You wasn't finna go to hell. Some people are just, all right, now you eat that candy, you know you're gonna go to hell. Now you ain't supposed to eat too much. You can eat one. Now you gonna eat two of them. Now you go to hell. Boy, everything when you were going to hell, everything you did was going to hell. Then when y'all look at it, seem like the crime rate and some of the things that we were doing, we wouldn't do. Huh? Because we were scared we were gonna go to hell now. Well, we weren't finna, we wasn't about to go to hell now. Mm-hmm. Some people tested out now, but we didn't want to go to hell. But anyway, so so if we can't have people to tell us or allow people to point out the wrong that we're doing in our lives, it's like when you have a friend. You would want that friend to let you know or to point out some things that you're doing wrong in your life. Hey, brother. Well, I don't mean no harm, brother, but let me holler at you, bro. Now, you know, me and you cool. We grew up together, bro. We homies. You know, we've been kicking it together. But I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Hey, man. You know, you and your gal, man, your wife, bro. Hey, man. I ain't trying to get in all up in your business like that, bro. But hey, man, you need to chill out, bro. Chill out, man. You trying to holler at that old gal over there, bro. You gonna mess your marriage up, bro. It ain't even worth that, bro. You and your wife, y'all been married about 5 years, man. Y'all got some beautiful children, bro. Hey, man, that girl over there, yeah, she look good, bro. She look good. Hey, bro, let her be for somebody else. That's for some other single man out here, bro. You married already, doc. Don't get involved. I'm telling you, bro. Your wife, you gonna lose everything messing with that girl right there. Or the woman he trying to holler at ain't no good. Hey, bro, that girl that sleep with everybody, bro. She sleeping with everybody around up in there, bro. Man, come on, bro. You gonna mess your marriage up over that there, bro? Come on, man. So, bro, you know what though? You know what, bro? I don't know what I was thinking. You know what, bro? That's why you my dog, bro. That's why you my homie. Y'all know they be saying my dog. That's why you my homie, bro. That's why I kick it with you like that, bro. I appreciate that, bro. You know what? See, bro. I wasn't even thinking. See, I let this disagreeable thought get me. Y'all know how some people. I let the devil get me, back. Let the devil take me off track. I appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you, bro, for that. You know what I mean? So why is it that? Why can't that we as a black people, when we're living foul and wild out here, and now when somebody wants to tell us, hey, man, look what y'all are doing to yourself, man. Some brothers and sisters out here trying to say, look what y'all are doing to yourselves. Look the harm that you're bringing into your own community. They don't want to hear that, man. We get tired of people, man, trying to tell us what we doing wrong. But let me tell y'all something, though. Let me tell y'all something. Even Brother Aria here. Let me tell y'all something. Now, this for everybody. Whether you're a pastor, minister, bishop, imam, whatever, y'all. You in the church, you in the Israelite temple, camp. Y'all something. Ministers of the word. Ministers of the word of the Bible, whatnot, right? It's our job. Our job here is not to come and try to give you no feel good teaching. Now a lot of them trying to do it today, pacifying teaching. But the job of a minister or a man or even a woman of the Most High Yah, job ain't just to try to pacify you. That's not our job, to pacify you, telling you all the sweet things that you need, that you want to hear. Moshe or Moses told the children of Israel, well, look at here. This is what the Most High Yah said. Either you can, if you follow his law, his law, statutes, and commandments, he will bless you. He will do all of this for you. But if you don't, this is what's going to happen to you. He going to scatter you amongst all the people from the four corners of the earth. Yeah, he gonna put you back into captivity and scatter you all over the four corners of the earth. Hey, look, you ain't got, look, he giving you an op. He giving you an op. You ain't got to do it. That's on you. And if you don't, hey, bro, hey, Most High be with you. But he ain't going to be with you. But y'all going to feel the wrath, man. You're going to feel the wrath. So the thing here again, brothers, I'm trying to hear it. I'm going to get to this other scripture right fast. Ezekiel. Y'all see that though, but people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. I got to get to this other one right fast. This hard-headed, stubborn people, man, that we have come to be. But we got to listen to something sometime. That's why I said something. When we really fit the children of Israel, that hard-headed, stiff-necked people. Let me give y'all this. We don't want to listen to nothing. People trying to come here and save your life. Let me screen share again. They try to save your life. You don't want to hear that though. Something ain't right. Okay, I hope I got it right. You don't want to hear that though. I hope this is right, y'all. I can't see it. I can't monitor my own self, so I don't know how this is doing. Let me see here. So yeah, because this thing here, I can't monitor it. But let's read right here. Let's go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 2, and we're just gonna go Ezekiel 2, 1 through 4. And it says here, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand up, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spoke unto me. Let me go back, y'all. I messed that up. That I heard him that spoke unto me. Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. There and their fathers have transgressed against me, even to this very day. Let's stop right there. Sisters and brothers. Now, children of Israel, like what y'all claiming and say the black folks, the children of Israel now, the black folk living up to this right now, man. We have become a rebellious people. We don't want to hear no instructions. We don't want to hear, hey, bro, don't get out of my face with all that, man. Going on with all that bull. I don't want to hear that, man. Let me smoke my weed. Let me drink my yak. Let me, man, sip on my syrup. Let me pop the pill. Man, gone with all that old righteous bull crap, bro. I'm trying to live. What's that? I can't think of the song, y'all. I'm living my best life. Let me live my best life. Even if it's going to destroy my life, let me live my best life. I only got one life to live. And even if I'm messing it up, let me live it. Huh? I send you to the children of Israel. The Most High told Ezekiel, I'm sending you to the children of Israel. I don't try to talk to them folks. I don't try to send them all kind of prophets. I don't try to send them all kind of messengers, but they hard-headed as a mother trucker. Woo, they hard-headed. How y'all know they hard-headed? Let's drop on down to verse 4. Let's go to verse 4. And it says right there in verse 4, it says, for they are impugnant children and stiff-hearted. Y'all see it right there? Stiff-hearted. Huh? That's the children of Israel. They stiff-hearted. Most High, he don't say it plenty of time, man. He don't try to talk to them. Man, I'm telling y'all, we fit this stuff, man. We fit this stuff. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, we fit it. We have been a hard head. You can't tell us nothing. Well, I think that's a song that he a rap song that said, "You can't tell me nothing." Yeah, you can't tell us nothing, bro. You can't tell nothing, brother. We hard head. The Most High said, told Ezekiel again. Let's go back up to 3. He said, "I send you to Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me." We truly have, man. We ain't stopped. Let's go down to 5 right here. I don't have it highlighted, but it says, "And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbid, for they are a rebellious house." So, man, if you got all these camps and black folks out here, brothers and sisters, saying we the true children of Israel, we fit it for real. We fit it for real. We hard head. We are a hard-headed people. We don't want to hear nothing, man. We don't want to hear no correction. Y'all need to stop killing each other. Young brothers and sisters, stop killing each other. Sister, put some clothes on. Stop going around here in the street half naked and so on. Bro, we don't want to, I don't want to hear that. Go on away from me with all that, man. Go on away from me with all that. Huh? Let's look right here. Let's go. Let me screen share one more time, brothers and sisters. Let me screen share one more again. One more again, as they say. Let me screen share this here. Right here, 32 of Exodus, of Shemot, 32 and 9 says, "And the Lord," I'm using English tonight, y'all. "And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people." What did he say again, y'all? Let me go back. No. Let's go up. Let's see why he said this. Let's see why the Most High y'all said this, right? Let's see why he said this. Let's go up. Let's go on to this whole part right here. Let's highlight this. Bam. Let's get this whole part right here. Let's go 32 and 7. Let's go on. Let's get the whole context of it right here. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves." It says, "They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them." See, the Most High gave them a command. They already just that fast. He don't gave them a command just that quick. They already don't start doing what they want to do, right? Okay, "which I have commanded them. They have made them a molted calf and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be the gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt." And now we go right here to the good part. Now ain't the good part, but this is the main part. And Yahuwah said unto Moses, "I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people." Huh? I don't came and I don't got them up out of bondage. I don't came and get them out of slavery, out of hardship. And look what I don't done to her. And soon as Moses, you don't went over here and you come to holler at me, and you come to talk to me, and I come to give you some more instruction to get to them. Soon as you turn your back and go down, man, and get the instructions from me, I'm coming to get, you come to me so I can give you something to go get them. Look what they don't did. Just that fast, Moses. Just that quick, Moses. They have made a molted calf, just like the thing they got in Egypt. See, they can't let that go. They can't let the old things go. They still holding on to what I'm trying to get them up out of. I took them up out of Egypt, but they still want to hold on to them ways that they had up in Egypt. They still want to have this molted calf, is Hathor. They still want to worship Hathor, huh? And they sacrifice it unto it. This calf, this old calf, man, they can't do nothing for them. Can't do a thing for them. But they want to worship it. But then they turn away from me. Man, these people hard-headed, man. These people hard-headed, Moses. So he told Moses this way back over here in Exodus, as they was leaving up out of there. They have left up out of there. So he told Moses that way over there, right? Now look what then he come way over here. Look at these books. Y'all see I'm still screenshot. Look at Exodus. You got Leviticus, Numbers. Look at all these other books, right? And we go, if it was in order, like look, all them books. Now you go to Ezekiel. Huh? And then look, he come way down here. This is how hard had they been for a long time, y'all. And then come over here and tell them the same thing. And for they are imprudent children and stiff-necked, stiff-hearted. They ain't changed. Ain't changed. Ain't changed at all. Same thing with a lot of us today. We ain't changed. Hard head. Hard headed. But we constantly keep hollering what the white folks is doing to you. Well, the white man is killing us. He's shooting us down in the street. But you don't want to hear what you're doing to yourself. You don't see that's the problem. You don't want to hear what you're doing to yourself. We don't want nobody trying to tell us, man. Always trying to tell us, talk to us, trying to tell us what we doing. Let me kill myself. Let me smoke my lights out, Smokey. Huh? You're hard head. And you wonder why. You wonder why things, black brothers and sisters in America. You wondering why your conditions aren't changing here in America. You're wondering why you keep going through what you're going through because you don't want to take the time out to listen to nothing. Hosea 4:6 says that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they reject the knowledge. You reject the information that come to you that can help you change your life, that can help us better ourselves in this nation or in the world primarily, but I'm talking about us right here in America. We can help ourselves. We can change our condition. Listen here. If you don't love yourself first, how in the Jane Brown get down, you expect somebody else to love you when you ain't even loving yourself? How you expect, now y'all talking about the violence and what white folks doing to you. How you expect them white folks that y'all talk about, that we talk about, that's doing stuff, how you expect them to respect you when you're not respecting your own life? Now I should, but why should I give a care about trying to take your life when I see y'all taking y'all life anyway? Huh? When you taking your life and never and ain't having no regret and no remorse, why should I? Hmm? Why should I care? Why should I care? I'm not one of y'all. I'm not even in y'all group. Now I know they say there's one race and that's the human race, but I'm not part of your so-called race. I'm not part of your ethnic group. You ain't loving yourself. So why should I care about you? Self-preservation. But sisters and brothers, we got to stop being so hard-headed. If we want to, if think we want and looking for things to change, as Michael Jackson said, take a look at the man and the woman in the mirror and ask yourself, do you like what you see? First, do you like what you see? And you got to ask yourself, you got to change your ways. If you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, some of y'all looking in the mirror, you're changing what you see, you're changing your nose, you're changing your lips, and really ain't probably nothing wrong with it. But you don't like yourself. You're not satisfied with yourself. I ain't talking about changing in that way. I'm talking about looking at the person in the mirror, looking in your inner self and say, hey, man, hey, brother, I don't like this here. Like I had to look at the man in the mirror some years ago, 15 years or more ago, and say, hey, bro, I don't like this here no more. I ain't digging this. I ain't digging this person that you are, bro. No, I don't like this no more. This ain't no fun here, Jack. Going in, out of jail, and watching your back, making sure ain't nobody finna try to kill you. This ain't no fun here. So I looked at the man in the mirror. I mean, I looked at my inner self and I looked at my life, how I was living. And I seen I was, like I said, I was foul and wild. I didn't like it, y'all. So I had to change my ways. I had to change my ways. I heard somebody said, man, one day the elder was saying that when they try to give you instruction, you don't want to listen. I've heard them say that you're going to listen to somebody one of these days. One of these days, you're going to listen to somebody. You're going to listen willingly or unwillingly. But you better start listening now willingly. Open up your ears and listen, brothers and sisters. Nothing is going to change for us as a people in this nation until we stop the foolishness that we're doing to ourselves. Look at the things that we're putting out in society. Look how we're acting. And I know y'all may say, well, I ain't doing this son right. Well, Aria, I understand. I ain't either. I'm not either. But you got so many of the majority, like they said in politics, when you vote, the majority rule, the majority win, whoever get the most popular vote. So the majority, the majority of the people are out here that's foolish. It's a lot more people that's out here foolishness and living a sinful life than it is of us who live in a righteous life. And they don't want to hear a doggone thing about us trying to tell them what they doing wrong and how they're harming everybody else. It ain't just hurting the people that they're just like, just for instance, like I said, the 12-year-old girl you got killed. It ain't just hurting her family. It's hurting the community in which she live in. It's hurting the community because somebody, that little young girl was somebody's friend. That was somebody, her schoolmate. Somebody who next door neighbor who played with the little girl that hurt them. Their friend is gone. So it didn't only hurt the immediate family, but it hurt other people around them in the community. The community was hurt behind that. Huh? So a lot of things I'm telling y'all, man, I look at the news and I hear the news when the news come on. The news is so, man, pitiful to even listen to. I try to get the news of anything, and it's about the best thing on the television, the news, when you watch the news, y'all. And even though it may be a hurricane coming, but it's less worse than some of this other stuff that happened on the news. But when I listen to the news and I hear some of the stuff that happened, like the 15-year-old brother just got killed the other day. And it's right after I try to be trying to speak to a brother and tell him about our situation, how, brother, we got to change, man. And especially like when a brother like me was in the street doing some of the dirt that I'm talking about right now, going in out of jailhouses. And when a brother like me change and try to tell other brother, hey man, we don't have to live like this. But then it get to be the point that nobody want to even hear you. We don't want to hear you. Even though, yeah, you might have been out there, man. You might have did all the wrong, but bro, we don't want to hear that bull crap you talking. And I ain't just talking about people who's in the street doing the wrong. I'm talking going to people who you think you can actually talk to. Huh? That may be in so-called sitting up in church houses saying they know the Lord, huh? They serve the Lord, but they don't want to hear they doggone self. Because number one, they know they living foul and wild on the slick. Mm-hmm. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Oh, and I got some. I don't know what I might do for Shabbat, maybe Friday, Saturday, but I got to touch on something about maybe like been in Nepal about something. But I don't know. I'm gonna see. I might just have an open class, just go into some scriptures. But brothers and sisters, we got to listen to reason, man. Oh, I know where I was going. I know where I was at. Hallelujah. Let me see. What did I put this thing on? I think I did an hour, scheduled it for an hour and a half. I might not do that long. I don't know, y'all, how the spirit take me. But as I listen to the news and I hear the things that happen, brothers and sisters, I might not know the people that this thing happened to. Like I said, a 15-year-old boy, the brother that got killed the other day. I don't know that brother. But it hurt me, man. It saddened me. It saddened my heart, man. Sometimes, y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, brother Ari, I just want to cry, man. I don't know what else the hell I can do or whatever, man. Just hurt. I just want to just break down and just cry. That's the only my relief valve. I don't know these people, man, when I hear it, but I know it's a family, it's a human life. And I hear that what we going through. I live in a, man, so predominant black community. I guess you can call it community. We say neighborhood, but black community. I live here, man, around, and this is where I reside. I live amongst us. I don't live in no gated community nowhere. I live amongst us. I live in here where that crime rate is high. That's why I live here, man. So it ain't nothing. The news ain't got to tell me nothing. I live amongst this stuff. It could be better. It ain't that shooting goes around, but around, and people get killed, and there's some nice spots. The street I kind of live at is kind of nice, but it get a little rowdy at times. Praise the Most High, nobody's got shot or killed over here and around this street, and but the houses are getting broken into. But I heard once that before I moved over here, it used to be like that. I had some stuff stolen from my yard before, but it's sad, man. So when a brother like me and try to, it's an elder, you try to get with people, and I try to, and it be Christian brothers and sisters. I don't discriminate when it come down to us trying to do something to build a community up, but it's just because we all affected. Brothers and sisters that stay around me, they Christians, Muslims, it don't make no difference. So when I come to people that I think you can talk to, that really hurt when you go to people you think you can talk to and who willing to, that always got the Bible in their hand, playing the gospel and going to church. And they the main ones talking about they ain't even interested. They don't want to hear it. Or they'll flip the subject on you, go somewhere else, divert from the conversation. Like that did happen to me when I was talking about the show I did, the desperate need for discipline in the Black community. I was just talking about like the same thing. I was telling the brother about the situation, man, how it's sad that we don't want to address this stuff. And I said if I had it, and I'll tell y'all what I had said too. I left this out. I said if I had did a show talking about how Donald Trump is an old orange, racist, redneck, something like that. I said, man, that mug would have thousands of people would have listened to that show. And here's it come because I'm still on my point, but I'm making to the brother now. I'm just showing him an example. Yeah, man, did you see the other day, man, Donald Trump? Yeah, how orange he was. Man, he sure was. He was real orange. I was like, nah, I ain't see it. But he said, yeah, he was so orange, man. I said, bro, see, that's what I'm talking about. When we bring up real true subjects that we're trying to discuss to come up with solutions, we want to divert it going over here somewhere else. So you want to go in and start talking about, because he didn't want to deal with the situation what I was talking about, because he don't want to deal with it. He don't want to get out here and get your hands dirty. You really talk about Donald Trump as the orange man. See what he made the damn point that I was making, how orange he was. And I'm trying to explain to you, it's sad. And I'm saying something serious that's true to my heart. And I'm expressing this to you. And you want to get over here some foolishness. Damn how orange Donald Trump is. Who cares? The point is what's happening to our community, our so-called people that we want to scream and holler and protest for, that there's no justice, no peace for. And I tell y'all something too with that, no justice, no peace. When the brothers and sisters out here doing something and they say, well, they shouldn't have did that, man, like that, man. There's no justice, no peace. And we're marching and we protesting. Why don't, sisters and brothers, why is that not a lot of energy in? Now, brother don't did a crime. And even though the police might have shot him in the back and did something, and in the process of them have done a crime, where is that energy at? We talking about no justice, no peace. They didn't have to shoot him down. They could have just, where is that energy at? Where we should be teaching our brothers and sisters to stop doing wrong. You wouldn't have to holler, no justice, no peace. See, we don't get the same justice that they've getting. Meaning when you do a crime, you're going to get the same equal sentence that the so-called white person would do. Why are we teaching our people to stop doing wrong in the first doggone place? That's the point that should be made. That energy should be, we should have a lot of more energy. If they out here marching, protesting now, we should have so much energy trying to teach our people to stop doing wrong in the first place. They talk about criminal reform. Well, why don't we reform the criminal? Because instead of y'all complaining about the injustice with the criminal justice system, why don't you, and why is it an effort to reform the criminal for being a criminal? My Bible believers. Why are we preaching this? Why are we putting efforts into teaching our brothers and sisters to do the right thing? As Spike Lee said, do the right thing. Obey the Most High. Obey the commandments. Obey what the Most High have set up on you, and you ain't got to worry about all that. And you with an evil person gonna do something evil anyway. If he want to hurt you, he gonna hurt you. But I'm saying in the process of we trying to get mad because somebody was doing some criminal stuff, and I'm not justifying nobody got killed for no police for doing wrong. I'm not saying that. But we have to get on the people for doing bad behavior in the first place. Because back in the Torah days, in those days, they would stone you any damn way. What was you doing something wrong? Huh? So y'all lucky you sure enough ain't in them days like that, Jack. You transgress the law, kill him, stone him to death, cut his hand off. So, for brothers and sisters, we there's some things we have to listen to reason. You want to get out of your situation. You want to stop the transgressions. You want to stop the, as we say, the punishments. A lot of Israelite brothers that say the chastisement, and a lot of Israel. I'm gonna tell you, I listen to a lot of Israel, a lot of these camps, as they teach. And I'm not trying to beat up on nobody. Y'all know that ain't. I'm not trying to beat up. We're trying to lift up. If I got to beat you up to pick you up, that's my job. I beat you up to get you up. They said they got to beat up on somebody. Yeah, that's the way I get you up. I beat you up if I lift you up and make you think about what you're doing. They always talking about teaching a lot of these camps, putting so much effort on what the white man have done and put them in the bondage. How you put them in the bondage and put them in slavery, right? But what about, as you want to say you the children of Israel? You want they claim to fame to say you the children of Israel. What about you are taking the responsibility and say, brother, you know what? The reason why we in this mess, in the first place is because our disobedience. It's because of something that we did to get into this place. See, listen here. There's plenty of scriptures in here where the Most High said that I will turn you into the hands of your enemy. I will give you into the hands of your enemy. It is. There's plenty of places that we told Israel, right? So it's no secret. It's no secret. So why are you constantly blaming? If he told you this, that he was going to do this because you're being disobedient, why are you mad at the enemy? You're putting so much stress on the person you calling your enemy is so-called AKA white man, when you ought to be putting on looking at yourself and be mad at yourself. See, I hear so many of the teachers, they never focus on what we, now as Israel, what we done to get in this situation in the first place, and what we should be doing to get up out of this situation. Because it said that if we turn from our wicked ways, then I will hear your cry, and then I will heal your land. See, if we don't turn from our way, man, we're going to constantly keep getting our teeth kicked in and beat down and choked out, everything, brothers and sisters. Those of you who get in it and you believe in this. Now, if y'all don't believe in the Bible and stuff, I know this ain't going to make y'all ain't going to care. This ain't going to make no sense to y'all anyway. But I ain't talking. I'm talking to some Bible believers, because like I said again, y'all tuned in to Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. So why aren't you stop focusing on so much of the people that the Most High said he was going to give you over to the hands of, and worry about getting yourself together and cleaning yourselves up so you can get out of these punishments? Because you said in Deuteronomy, right? Y'all always read Deuteronomy, right? right? Promises and the blessings. Let me get some. Let me get some. Let me get some. Let me read. Let me read. Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. But since we in now, the King James. I'm gonna pull out the King James. Let me see. Let me do my screen share. Let me see. Let me pull this up, y'all, first. Let me get this here. 28. Let me see where we at. Deuteronomy 28. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Screen share, y'all. Let's pull it out. This is what they need to be focused on. Cleaning yourselves up, getting yourself right. Always pointing at the finger at the enemy, as you say. But what are you gonna do and clean yourself up? See, because the Most High always gonna say, "Hey, blame you for what you're doing." See, you put yourself in this situation, so we got to focus on getting ourselves up out of this punishment. Because see, he maybe put them in there. He used them. You can't get mad at the person who the Most High choose to use to do something to you, because he the one told you, if you do something wrong, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do this to you. So don't get mad at them. They just doing what the Most High told them to do. Now, I'm not trying to take up for nobody now, but I'm just trying to show y'all this is what you're going to teach on the corners. This is what you're teaching all your videos. Well, you got to look at yourself and see what you've done. Straighten your situation out. Let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1 right fast, right? And it says, if it shall come to pass, if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High Yah, the Elohim, to observe and do all of his commandments, which this is Moshe talking, which I command you this day, that the Lord thou God will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Y'all see that? But it says, if it come to pass, if you hearken diligently to the voice of the Most High Yah, and observe and do all of his commandments that he gave to Moshe. He said, man, he will set you on high above all the nation. Set you above all of it. But again, that's some of the blessings. That's a beautiful blessing, ain't it? To be above all the nations. Don't someone say, man, we want that number one spot. We want to be number one. He said, we're in a race, so we want to be number one. But at the point of being number one, you got to do what it takes to get to be number one. The number one here is to be above all the nations. You got to obey and observe all the commandments that the Most High Yah gave you. Number 2, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, and if thou hearken unto the voice of the Lord thou God. But it is all the blessings right there. Let's go. Let's skip a little bit. Let's go on down to, I think, about 16 right here. Now this 15. Y'all see what this says right there? The curses. Now all of them was the blessings. Let's go back up right fast. See, blessings for obedience. See that? Blessings for obedience. But then he go down. That's just short. That's pretty short now. He got a long list of curses for you for being disobedient. You got 1 through. Here he has 1 through 14 for being the blessings. Start at 15, and now it says the curses. It said curses for being disobedient. Y'all see that? Let's read what it says, 15 right fast. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thou God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Y'all see that? If you don't obey and you don't observe all the commandments, all the statutes which the Most High commanded and gave to Moshe or Moses, these were going to be the curses. 15 to 28. 15 to Shalakia. 15 to 68. Now, this is the one that a lot of brothers and sisters read right here, right? Let's do this here, 68, 28, 68. Let's highlight that. Bam. Here we go. The last curse, right? As they say, the curses or the punishment. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By way thereof I spoke unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and thou shalt be sold unto the enemies, your enemies, Shalakia, for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. Now look at this right here. Let's look at this. Focus on this word enemy. And ye shall be sold unto the hands. I'm sorry, I'm adding y'all. Sorry. Let me Shalakia. Most High forgive me. Um, and therefore ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Unto your enemies. That's what I want to focus on, right? Unto your enemies. Yes, you have, and the Most High said you have an enemy, someone who's in opposition against you, someone who don't like you, someone who wants to go against you, see harm come to you. Yes, you're gonna be sold to the hands of your enemies, right? Don't we see that right there? And that's what it says. So we focus much on all the time, sisters and brothers, according to this scripture right here. We always focus on the enemy. But we ain't focused on what the Most High told us to do now, because he don't gave you a long, he told you, he gave you a long laundry list of things that's going to happen to you if you do not, as he said here, observe his commandments, all of them, not one of them, but all of his commandments and his statutes. He gave you a long list of curses, that things that was going to happen to you. Huh? What's I need to find it. Let me get my other one, because I gotta get this here. Let me get these right scriptures, y'all. Let me get my King James version. Yes, sir. Trying to get these scriptures just right. I want to show y'all, man, what the Most High said. What he's saying, you would depart about. Let me see. I'm trying to find exactly where it is, y'all. Well, you were to be the head and not the tail. But let me see. Let me look right here. Let's do 28 and 14 right fast. It says, and if thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day to do, to the right hand or to the left, and to go after other gods to serve them. We have truly done that too, man. Oh, we have truly went out to other gods and been serving other deities, other strange powers. Now we look at this word and said powers. We have truly went out and served other strange powers other than the Most High Yah. Yeah, we have done that, man. We have truly done that. Let's see. Let's get to. I'm trying to get this actual scripture. That's Let me see here. Where we at? Sister and brother. I got you. I'm looking at one of my other Bible in here, trying to pull the right scriptures out that I have highlighted. Let's go to 12. Let's go to 12. Something is not reading the same. What is this here? Let me see here. Let me see. Give me 1 second, sister brothers. Just some reading totally different. There we go. Let's read it. 12 right fast, right? Let's highlight it again. Let's highlight it. Bring it out. See these right here. Verse 12. And the Lord shall open up unto thee the good treasure, the heavens to give the rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. Now those are the blessings. That's part of the blessing. But then it also, see how he said, you will be the lender and not the borrower. And let's go on down to 13 a little bit. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. Y'all see that? You're going to be the lender and not the borrower. And you're going to be the head and not the tail. Now, that's if you, That's if you decide to follow the ways of the Most High Yah. That's if you do it. But now he go and tell you though, right? But he go and tell you, but if you don't obey my statutes, laws, and commandments. Y'all know what he said? Y'all know what he said? Let's go on down to 43 right fast. That's the blessings. Beautiful blessing. We're going to be the lender, not the borrower. We're going to be the head and not the tail. That's a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing. Let's go to 44. Let's look right here at 44. Let's highlight this. Let's highlight this. See what it said. Now, this is the curses. It says, he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. This is what your enemy is going to happen if you don't obey in the Most High Yah and his statutes, laws, and commandments. This is what's going to happen to you from you not being obedient and not obeying the statute, laws, and commandment, or meaning the instructions Because when we say the Torah is the word, another word actually meaning the instructions, the teachings, and the doctrine, or the documents, the instructions, and obeying the teachings. I give you instructions on your life, how to live your life, a balanced life, and how to live and have a prosperous nation. So I'm giving you instructions. But here, and when you don't follow this, right? And follow these instructions. Now I'm giving you all the instructions. Just follow them simple. It says your enemy, who I'm gonna give you into the hands of, huh? Said here. He says he's gonna lend to you, and thou shalt not lend to him. He should become the head, and you should become the tail. Where is the black, so-called black man and woman at right now today, especially here in America? Where are we at? What we say? We at the end of the bottom of the totem pole on everything. Don't we say that? We at the end of the totem pole on everything. We at the bottom on everything. Don't we say that, sisters and brothers? So that means if we at the bottom, that means we the tail. That means we the tail, don't we? Huh? Where is the lending companies that we have, the major lending companies that we have in America? I know we got a couple of little banks, we got a couple of credit unions, but we are not the major ones that's lending to nobody. You ain't lending nothing to white folks. You borrowing. When you go out and got to get you a house and get your mortgage company, who you got to go holler at? Who you got to go holler at? Huh? The person you calling your enemy. Because you have transgressed. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't stand firm, and you didn't stand what the Most High told you to do. Huh? Let's jump back up into 43 right fast. It said a stranger that is within thee shall go up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. Even when the strangers with Israel in that day, right? They went up high. They went above us, and we came down low. Even though they were just kicking it with us, we dropped down and they went up high. He didn't want to obey. Oh, man. So, sisters and brothers, get ready to get up out of here. Stop being hard-headed. Listen to reason. Number one, listen to the Most High Yah and listen to the instructions, man. Listen to the instruction. Somebody trying to give us instructions on how to better our lives and get up out of these situations that we in, so we can stop talking about some putting our hands up, put hands up, don't shoot. Well, hey, listen here, man. You got to do what you got. You got to do right by yourself and do right and start living right. You know, there's some customs. I think they got this saying that says, whatever you put out is what you get back in return. Look what we putting out as a people, man, in the world. Look what we putting out in the nation. Look at all the wickedness and the foul stuff we are putting out. And what you think you're gonna get back in return? You can't plant a apple seed and think you're gonna get a peach tree. Ain't no way you can plant an apple seed and think you're gonna pop back up with a peach tree. You get whatever you sow. So we sowing the seed of violence and crime. What you think gonna happen to us? What you think we gonna get back in return? Violence, as they say, violence beget violence. So, sisters and brothers, we got a job to do. So quit always telling me, well, you don't want to hear when somebody trying to give you constructive criticism. You need to listen to something. You're going to listen now willingly, or you're going to listen later unwillingly. And I tell y'all what, a lot of people getting it too late. They ain't listening, and they finding themselves in the graves because they didn't want to listen to what somebody was trying to get them some instruction to help change their life. Like the young brother, them two young brothers, the 16-year-old brother that got killed and the 15-year-old brother that just got killed. Somebody probably tried to tell them, but they didn't want to hear it. See, we got to stop this stuff now. I'm talking about they just immature, they just young, they don't know no better. Well, we got to how to make them know some better. Notice the Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, and Proverbs says again, train up a child in the way that he should go, and once they get old, they will never depart from it. But you ain't trying to raise them, you ain't trying to rear them, you ain't trying to give them nothing, no insight. How they gonna, when they get old, what they gonna have? You ain't trying to instill nothing in them. You ain't instilling nothing in them of value. You just letting the world give them foolishness. You letting society give them foolishness. Train up a child in the way they should go. Train these children up, brothers and sisters. Don't be scared to tell them, brother, young brother, that ain't cool. That ain't the way to go. Because I'm telling you, man, the cemetery waiting. The cemetery is waiting on a lot of these cats. Huh? Man, hell, man. I'm telling y'all, brothers and sisters, we got to tighten up. We got to tighten up, man. Because it's sad to see these young brothers and sisters out here dying in the way they do. Man, like you said, the older folks ain't dying like that, man. It's the young folks out here dying. The young generation, the next so-called generation is dying out here, man. If they ain't dying out, they out here on these drugs and they about to die. They on all these pills. They on the heroin. They on all this stuff out here. So we have a heck of a job to do. So in a lot of things now, black folk, we was so-called, we act like we saying that we was the most spiritual people on the planet. Now we don't want to hear nothing about no God. We taught the world about the Most High Yah. We taught the whole world about serving the Most High Yah. Y'all might call him this God or whatever. We taught the world spirituality. Now we don't got to the point we don't want nothing to do with God. We don't want nothing to do with no Most High. I don't want to hear nothing about no Bible. I don't want to hear nothing about no heaven. I don't want to hear nothing about no spirituality. Don't get out my face with that. But we gave the world what they have today that we call spirituality. And you wonder why you keep getting what you're getting. You keep putting it out there. You're going to keep getting what you get. Ain't nothing going to be better for you black folks in America. If we don't change from our wicked, our filthy, our nasty, disgusting ways. You can like what I'm saying or not. Frankly, it ain't up to me. But I'm telling y'all, as ministers of the word, y'all better start ministering, better start teaching these people, man. Quit trying to just give these people words to pacify them. People, it's time out for you pastors, all of you, pastors, imams, whatever you are as a clergy, quit trying to give people words to pacify, just to get money out their damn pockets. You ought to be a damn shame to yourself, but you're going to pay the penalty because, man, y'all looking at what's happening out here. Stop giving them pacifying information. You're supposed to be a leader to try to tell the people, give the people constructive information to try to change their lives, make their lives better. But y'all making people's lives worse by not wanting to tell them the truth. Whether they like it or not, they get mad at you and walk out your church or walk out of your camps. Who can let them walk out? Let them walk out. If you got two people that stay, damn it, let them two people talk to them two people. What y'all got to, man, start doing and teaching the word, man. That's what your job is. Would you say saving souls? Well, do your job. Huh? Save some souls then. All right, y'all, this is my time. I'm getting up out of here, man. This is Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. All praise to the Most High. We thank y'all for tuning in. Most High, continue to keep working with us, man. And I mean, not man. Can Most High continue to keep working with us and strengthen us and give us the spirit to do what we have to do. Those of us who are trying to do what's right and trying to lift up our people, we ask you, Most High, to continue to give us the spirit of truth and give us the strength to keep trying to present this word. It's a hard thing out here, Most High, but you know. Please give us the strength to keep doing it, because when we're tired of seeing and watching the news and we're seeing these younger people dying out here, we're trying to see our elders upset about the situations that's happening, man. So we're tired, Most High, but we got to do it. But we have to have our messengers, as you send Moses, as you send Aaron, you send Joshua, you send Isaiah, you send all of your prophets, you gave them the word. We have to stand on it just as they did, even in those days that people didn't want to hear the word, Most High. You gave it to them and they went out and presented it anyway, Most High. So we ask that you keep presenting it to us, those of us who want to teach the truth, regardless who want to hear it or not. Give it to us. Give it to us so we can do our job. All praise to the Most High Yah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank y'all for tuning in right here to Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. Y'all also can catch the show again on your archives. It'll always be on the archives right here on talkshoe.com. You can come in always in the chat room. I mean, not in the chat room. You can come in to on talkshoe.com and look for Liberation Tabernacle of Yah. And you can see the archive shows when you see the videos, the way you can see the scriptures and everything. And whatever I show on the presentation, or if you don't, you just listen through the various devices on iHeart or whatever you're listening to, hey, check it out. I thank you greatly for listening in, and do one more favor. Do me one more favor, sister and brother, and help share out this broadcast to the rest of the people out there, brothers and sisters. But find something that you hear that can help lift up somebody and educate somebody and touch somebody hard and change somebody's life. If I can say anything that'll change somebody's life, sister and brother, that's what it's all about. It ain't nothing about me. It ain't nothing about me. It's about the Most High Yah and doing the Most High Yah's will. All praise is due to the Most High Yah. So share this information so we can change some lives. So we can change some lives. And maybe this message can make somebody look at the man and woman in the mirror and ask themselves, do you like what you see? And if you don't like what you see, change your ways. Peace. Shalom.